Hello everyone, welcome to round 25 and my fourth attempt at playing this turn. There's been a lot of crashes on this one, so I guess something's wrong, but I can't identify what. Released her out of the Zeitgeist for Egoism and onto the Research one, which is really good. Basically gives us a flat bonus to all research. Missiles is useful tech to discover, a pretty pathetic amount of metal, and that's nice. Special Ops Leader, best for the Spy Council, but I think I need other leaders, so I'm probably going to have to prioritise. We can't watch the replay because the replay always crashes the game, so I'm just going to quickly recruit this leader, see what he's like. Quite good. So he's going to have to be put in charge of the Supreme Headquarters. We still need a Foreign Affairs and Economic leader. But there's only so much we can do about that. I think we will just put 100% majors. And yeah, we need Economic and Foreign Affairs. And also we don't really mind the boosts meritocracy in mind too much, so we'll take that to avoid the hits to relations.
We'll go.
Right, let's get on to the turn. First things first, I'm going to just do a little bit of shuffling around with militia. Try and block these guys off from cutting all my supply lines again for like the 1 millionth time. And over here these guys can do a bit of traipsing up in this direction. They're all very low readiness, so they can hardly move, which is quite annoying. But you know, they'll recover now hopefully because I've got some supplies flowing through to them. Well, knowing my luck, a whole new lot of rebels will spawn next turn. Okay, hopefully we can just eliminate these guys next turn. They're a great annoyance, but not a big danger yet anyway. Same for these guys, just eliminate the rebels. Of course they managed to kill someone despite being massively outclassed. Elsewhere, we've just got the normal hassles with raiders impinging upon us. I'm probably stretching my supply lines there. Yes, I am. I'll have to build some roads in a minute, but right now I don't think I have a lot of spare industry. Darwin itself has still got quite a lot of unrest, so we'll leave the troops there. More rebels, wonderful. I swear, just the eternal amount of rebels is really driving me around the bend in this game. They're out of range, so we're going to have to spend a bunch of industry. That is a lot of industrial points, god damn. What is making it cost so much? Grass, heavy forest, grass. Absolutely ridiculous amount of industry, but at least might not even work that well. Actually no, this supply base has just finished now, so I was wondering why it wasn't flowing very well, but that's the reason. So next turn we should be okay. I say should be, and then I'm sure something else terrible will happen. Wonderful, wonderful times in this game. I did have some GR infantry, so let's get them all blobbed up together. To make quite a nasty unit. I'll also give them a couple of priests, because you can always use more priests. Everyone loves priests. Cool, excellent. This guy can go deal with the rebels, or at least pretend to. Just checking on them move. We have at least rescued our guys here before they manage to starve to death, and the militia over here can just make a nuisance of themselves. Don't know how much they'll actually achieve, but in all likelihood very little, because as you can see they are starting to starve to death. Right, quick check on the construction. Yeah, the industry's going well. Solar panels almost complete. Everywhere else, there's another industry building here. And bureaucrats and recycling. Cool. Looks good. I wonder if I can sell anything I don't need. Not really, although the machines are at quite a good rate, so I will send off a bunch of those. Just because more money is always good. I wish I could buy industry, that would be very, very useful, but I cannot, so right now there isn't really anything I want to buy. Okay, let me just check and make sure there's not any units I've missed moving. Oh, we're getting a bit of a graphical glitch here. Oh yes, I forgot about the guys fighting the mutants. Mutants, as you can see, just no match for people in combat armor.
All clear, sir.
I'm just going to try and cut them off and eliminate what I can.
All clear, sir.
Well, these guys, that's interesting. I wonder where exactly the mutants are in there. Probably not the best move I've ever made that, but it'll be fine. This lack of leaders is really crippling me, unfortunately. Economic Council especially. Look at this killer malice. Although I do just really need more overall bureaucratic points. I'm extremely low for this part of the game, and if we check the other regimes, as an example, you can see they've done a fair bit more than me. They're working on metal filtration, working on side skirts, and they've got polymer armor ready to go, as well as a bunch of other stuff I don't have. So yeah, I'm falling quite far behind in, you know what, that's probably where all my, unbelievable, that's where all my logistics are disappearing off to. Because the private sector has decided to just build a side road by themselves and really fuck with them. That's one of the most annoying things about logistics, is that these random side roads the public sector puts out impact your actual flow, because there is a limit to how many roads you can basically branch off before you start receiving penalties. It is very annoying. Elsewhere, I was trying to decide if I needed more metal, but I don't really, so I'm just going to leave these ones producing at a low rate. As you can see, I've got thousands and thousands stockpiled, and I really just need more industry, so that is the current focus. I'm almost tempted to slap down another industry building and just get everything going. Let me check population numbers. Yes, I think I'll put down yet another industry, because the main cost of them is metal, and I just have more metal than I know what to do with. Over here, the limit is population. Right, let's have a look at the victory overview. I'm still somehow in second place, but Bloodfort, as you can see, has acquired a third of the world's population. So it's a very, very distant second place. I'm not even sure what he's done there. Has he just, let's go and look at the... Actually, quickly before that, I will try and make sure that nobody gets in my way here. I'll just raise a couple of independent machine gun units, simply because if they cut this road, I'm in a bunch of trouble. Also fill out my troops slightly, because everyone's, of course, starved to death. I need to replace a bunch of infantry. Alright, so, excuse me, go back to the map. So Bloodfort has, yeah, oh god. He's just huge, basically. We are in some deep shit if he decides to make trouble with us. I do hope he doesn't. Speaking of trouble, I'm just going to drop a... Oh, I've already got 2 spies there. I should really be seeing more than I am. Drop a spy in there. Well, no, I'm not going to drop a spy in there because it fails. Struggle. This game has been a struggle from start to finish. I'll put some gladiators down to provide entertainment. And because I have many fate points and not much to spend them on. Right, okay. Damn, he's gotten huge when I wasn't looking. What, like, he must have just taken 2 cities this turn or something to give him that much of a boost. That's quite alarming. Oh well, I mean, there's nothing we can do about it right now. I'm going to have to scrounge up a alliance with the other players, I think, because this is gonna suck. At least it's gonna be a jungle fight, so it's quite difficult to make any movements in a jungle fight. Right, so I guess right now I'm going to be pushing the other players into some sort of alliance, because if you look over at this guy, like, goddamn, that is a lot of cities and a lot of population, and at the same time a fair amount of ruins. So he's not really behind in anything, and likely to be strongly ahead. Like, wow, he must have, I think he's just gotten lucky in where the cities are placed and not really having any players. And like me, he's kind of on the outskirts of the player blob, but the other side of the world. And while I have a very crappy city and 2 fairly mediocre ones, he's gotten 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's gotten 7 cities from, I think, miners, and that's just luck. There's nothing we could have done to stop him at this point. So, goddamn. Ah well. Time to do some diplomacy and try and stay alive that way. It's going to be interesting for me. I'm usually on the other end of a player dog pile, so it's going to be nice to not be the receiver for once. Right, that is everything. So thanks a lot everyone, and I'll see you next turn.